What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna talk to y'all about sin and the difference between sinning and getting forgiven and thinking you're getting forgiven. I took some notes today on my phone, and the first note I took was people commit sin purposely and they think God will forgive them. When you commit sin, if you know it's a sin and you go, well, God is gonna forgive me. He's a good God, he's gonna forgive me. But you know it's a sin, don't commit the sin. God isn't gonna, okay, he knows he's sinning, but I'm gonna forgive you. He's not gonna really forgive you if you know you're sinning. Because that's like saying sorry. If you say sorry and you don't really mean it, it's no point of saying sorry. Like, say you're walking down the hall and you step on somebody's shoe, but you're looking to the left having a conversation and you step on somebody's shoe in front of you and you apologize. You really mean it. But if you looking at their shoe and then you step on it and you apologize, why are you apologizing? Because you meant to do it. So that's what I mean when I say, when you sin and then you ask for forgiveness, but you purposely sin. Like, there's no point of asking for forgiveness if you purposely sin. Now, if you sin and then you go, oh, I didn't know that was a sin, it's okay to ask for forgiveness because you didn't know you were sinning. And I have a scenario here. People commit crimes because their lawyer can save them. And that's the same with God. People sin because God will forgive. Like, don't abuse it. Don't go, oh, I believe in God, so I'm gonna sin. And a lot of people don't even really believe in God. They just kind of lie to themselves and tell themselves that they believe in God and that's really the devil. The devil will get in your head and he'll tell you it's okay to sin. And in your head, you thinking, okay, God is going to forgive me. But in reality, that's the devil telling you it's okay to sin. And when you ask for forgiveness, you're not talking to God. If you purposely commit sin, you're talking to the devil. And, you feel like, okay, I did that. I sinned on purpose. I asked for God. Now I'm good. You're not good. Because if, like I said, you purposely sinning, what's the point of even asking for forgiveness if you know you're sinning? Another thing I wrote was, God will forgive you if you sin and if you regret the sin, but not if you're comfortable with the sin. So if you do something and it's like you having a hard time sleeping at night, and it's just like you having a hard time sleeping, and it's just like, I can't do this. I'm gonna go pray to God. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep after I talk to God. Maybe he'll ease this pain and give me my my right mind back because I sinned and I'm not comfortable with the way I'm living. He'll forgive you. Now if you sin and it's just like, oh well, he deserved it, God forgive me, that's pointless. Because if you comfortable with the sin, there's no point in asking for forgiveness. Like, if you, let's say, self-defense, you murder somebody to save you or your family. You didn't want to murder him. You can't even sleep at night because you thinking, I actually killed somebody. God forgive me. He's going to forgive you. Now, if it's like, I'm mad at him, he took my girl, he posted this, he talking about me under my post, I'm going to go kill him. Then you get home and it's like, if I had the chance to bring him back, I wouldn't, because he got what he deserved. You don't need to ask for forgiveness, because what are you asking for forgiveness for? If you can kill somebody or sin or steal and you don't have a conscience, that's a sign that God's not with you. Because if God's with you, anytime you do wrong, it's going to eat you up inside until you want to pray. But if you can just sin and you don't even feel bad about it, that's a sign that you really need God. Another thing I wrote, this is how I see it. God gives you seeds for every time you sin. And once you get too many, that's it. You gone. It's like, you sin, you get a seed. You didn't mean to sin. you pray to God and you let him know, like, that was an accident. And he knows if you're lying or not. If you really didn't mean to do it, he'll take that seed back. But if you lying, like, God forgive me, but you really don't mean it, the sin you committed, you proud of it, or you don't really regret it, you gonna keep that seed. And if you keep sinning and you keep getting seeds, you're gonna get enough to the point where it's like, okay, you not in my control. I'm gonna let the devil handle you. When you die, you got too many seeds. I'm gonna take them back if you really want me to take them back. But if you just saying, God forgive me, take my seeds back because I want to go to heaven, but you comfortable sinning, it doesn't work like that. Okay, I also wrote, people feel like it is okay to sin, but if you have God, you won't sin on purpose because you respect him. So if you, let's say, you know God don't want you to sin. So if you know it's a sin, why would you say, okay, God forgive me before I do this? I know it's a sin, but I'm going to do it anyways. Like, if you know it's a sin, you can't use God. Just like I said with the lawyer situation. I wouldn't do this crime, but I got a good lawyer. Last time I did this crime, he got me off. So I'm comfortable committing crime because I got a good lawyer. That's how people think. I'm comfortable sinning because I got God in my life. It doesn't work like that. If it's a self-defense charge, the lawyer can get you off because it's a self-defense charge. But that might go to your head and you can think, oh, I can, I got a good lawyer. I can do whatever and he's going to get me off. That's not how it works. A self-defense, you were in the right. So the lawyer got you off. If you sin but you were in the right, God is going to take that seed back. Now, if it's just like you sinning and you don't even care about it, it's pointless to even talk to God. But when like I said, but if you have God, you won't sin because you respect him. You just gotta really feel it. You can't really tell yourself or blah blah blah, have other people trying to talk to you about it. You just have to like actually respect him, like from your own heart. You can't really have anybody else try to talk to you. And something I found out, can't nobody save you but yourself. You can't go to the church and have a preacher lay a hand on you, have a friend, a teacher, a coach, or anybody. If you want to save yourself, that's between you and God. You can be saved at home, on a car, anywhere, when you alone, anywhere. You don't need nobody to save you but you and God. Like I was saying, if you have respect for God, you won't sin. So if you feel comfortable sinning, and like you say, I'm going to commit this sin, but it's all good. I got God on my side. He going to forgive me after this. That's not true. And if you even feel like, I know it's a sin, but I'm going to do it anyway, that means you don't respect God, because God doesn't want you to sin. God was hung up and beaten and stabbed in the hands and feet and abused. And you going to really just go out and sin purposely? He went through all of that pain for us, and you going to just, like, that says right there, you don't respect him if you sin it on purpose. So you just got to know the difference between sinning and, when you ask for forgiveness, are you really seeking forgiveness, or are you just saying it to make yourself feel better? And like I say, if you seeking forgiveness because you know you did wrong and you really want to get right with God and it's eating you up and you ask for forgiveness, that's the right thing to do. But when the devil is with you, when you basically, how can I put it? It's like you do wrong, you know it's wrong, but you do it anyways because you feel like God is going to help you. That's the devil. He makes you feel comfortable with sinning. If you feel comfortable sinning and you ask God, like I say, God isn't forgiving you, because if you feel comfortable sinning, you don't have God. If you feel comfortable sinning, if you know it's a sin and I'm gonna go do it anyways, you need to talk to God, because that's not a good sign. That's the devil whispering in your ear. Oh, God will forgive you. Go ahead and sin. You good. God gonna forgive you. if you know it's a sin, moral of the story, don't do it. And if you find out it's a sin afterwards, ask for forgiveness. And like I said, God knows if you're lying or if you're telling the truth. If you really want forgiveness, you have to really, really want forgiveness. You can't just say, I want forgiveness, and in your head you thinking about, what you gonna do this weekend or the football game. Why you asking for forgiveness? If you ask for forgiveness, you have to really ask for forgiveness. You have to let God know, like, I'm dropping everything right now. I'm looking up and I'm bowing my head. I'm closing my eyes. I'm doing everything. Like, I'm really trying to connect with you and let you know I'm sorry for this sin. He'll forgive you if you really mean it like that. But like I said, if you focused on something else while you're asking for forgiveness, your mind isn't even really on asking for forgiveness. You just feel like, I'm gonna ask for forgiveness and then I'm gonna go to heaven. That's not true. You have to actually really believe that he's gonna forgive me because I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't mean to do that. It was accident. And another thing I found out, when you get mad and you do things and then you cool down and you regret it, the devil has control of you. That's why I don't get mad anymore. I get frustrated. It's the other word, frustrated and irritated. And why I say that is, the devil attacks me a lot because I'm working for God. So I have my life is hard every day. So the devil is always attacking me, and it's just hard for me. The devil always attacks me. And like, another point is, the more you're for God, the more the devil is gonna attack you because he doesn't like to see you doing good. If you living for the devil, he's gonna give you what you want and keep you happy. But if you living for God, he's gonna keep attacking you because he doesn't like to see people do good. Yeah, that's about all for this video. Just know, the moral of this video, if you know it's wrong, don't sin. If you know it's wrong and you sin, there's no point in asking for forgiveness. Like saying sorry. If you don't mean it, why say it? Okay, thank y'all for watching.